8th graders and 7th grade honors. Today we're going to do something super simple, especially if you have a calculator. Life's super easy, okay? I'm going to show you how you can kind of do it without a calculator, but of course you're free to use a calculator, but you still need to know how it works with or without the calculator, okay? Okay, so we're going to do these examples real quick. Of course, you can plug all of these in your calculator. Probably should to double check, make sure I'm right. I make mistakes. It's very rare, but I do. Okay, so we've got 9 3/100 times 10 to the second power, which is 10 and add zeros, right? 2 zeros. Okay, so, but let me tell you an easy way. Since this is a positive exponent, we're going to move our decimal to the right, because right is a positive direction, right? When we're moving right, it's in the positive, it's the positive side of the number line, correct? So you just take 903, the number we're multiplying, and we're just going to move it 2 places, and you should get 903. If you don't believe me, check it in your calculator. Okay, the next one is 4 115,000 times 10 to the 5th power. Okay, this is again a positive exponent, so we're going to move our decimal 5 places to the right in a positive direction on the number line. So we have 4115, and I'm just going to do this 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got to add 2 more places, right? I'm going to add just 2 zeros, correct? So it should be 411,500. Okay? Super easy. You can plug that into your calculator. You're going to get that answer. Okay, so now we have 3 8500 times 10 to the negative 4th. So the negative means that we're going to be moving our decimal to the left in a negative direction on the number line, okay? So this is a negative exponent. We're going to move our decimal to the left. So I'm just going to write 3 8500 down, and I'm going to move it to the direction left. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and I'm going to do one more. 3. Okay, so we'll have 0.1230 zeros, 385. I'm not even going to try to figure out that place value. Sorry. That's your answer. Check it in your calculator. It's that little sign. I think you may have to push second on your calculator, and then that, not real sure. I have to look. I don't have a calculator with me right now. All right, so the next one is 1 400 times 10 to the negative 3rd power. Again, a negative exponent. That means I'm going to be moving my decimal in a negative direction on the number line, okay? So we have 1 400, and I'm going to move it 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to fill in with zeros. And if you look, plug this in your calculator, you'll get it. So we have 0.00104. And that kind of looks like a 6. Sorry, it's supposed to be 0. Okay, thanks guys. We're going to do one more thing. We're going to take a number like this and then put it in scientific form. So you take like an answer like this, and we're going to put it like this, okay? Okay, so now we're going to go backwards with this. Okay, so let's look at this. This is a whole number. So this is where it gets a little tricky, because we're actually going to be moving our decimal. We're going to be adding a decimal and moving it to the left. Okay, so I'm going to add a decimal. And in scientific notation, we have to have one whole number in the front. It doesn't matter what's behind the decimal, but we've got to have one whole number in the front. So I'm going to add a decimal here, okay? And I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 times, okay? So I moved it 3 times. So that is going to be the same as 4 4/10 times 10. And I moved it to, yes, I moved it to the left, but look at what how this number started. It started whole and positive. So it's going to be a positive exponent. And I moved it 1, 2, 3 times. Okay? So if you plug in this into your calculator, you should get 4,400, okay? Now, this one, this is a positive number, a positive whole number. It's a full whole number. I'm going to have another positive exponent. So let's see how many times. Let's see what our exponent's going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So that's the same thing as 6 9/10 times 10 to the positive 7th. So if I plugged in 6 9/10 times 10 to the 7th, I will get 69,900,000. Okay, now look at this. This is not a whole number. So yeah, and it already has a decimal, and I'm going to be moving it to the right, even though it's a right direction on the number line. I am starting with a decimal number, so my exponent's going to be negative. Okay, so I'm moving it 1, 2 places, right? Because I just want one number in front of my decimal. So it's now going to be 8 4/10 times 10 to the negative 1, 2. 10 to the negative 2. If you plug this into your calculator, you should get this as your answer. Okay, last one. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be the same as 9.9 times 10 to the negative 3rd power. Okay, so if you have a question, raise your hand. Okay, one thing I want to show y'all is how to do this on the calculator. Okay, first off, if we're going to do exponents, we need to make sure that our calculator is not in normal mode. We want to put it in scientific mode. So we're going to click mode, and right here I can see that it's in normal. I want it to go into scientific mode. So I'm going to click this button over here, get it in normal, and then I'm going to click enter. It is selected in scientific mode. I'm going to do second quit. All right, so I've got it in scientific mode. So if we wanted to do this example right here, 4,400, and we want to see if it'll go into scientific mode. So I'm going to type in 4,400, and then I'm just going to hit enter, and it puts it in scientific notation mode, 4.4 e to the 3rd power. E to the 3rd power, or 10 exponent. E means exponent. Okay, if I wanted to do this one, 0.84, we got 8.4 times 10 to the negative 2nd. So I'm going to put this in 0.084. I put the decimal 0.84, I'm going to click enter, and we get 8.4 exponent to the negative 2, which is what I have right here, okay? And if you want to get out of scientific mode, you just click mode again, go over to normal, and click enter, and second quit. All right, and it won't work this time. So see, if I did 8.4, you just get that. So make sure that you have it in scientific mode, okay?